Hi, I'm Rachael Smith, a realtor here in Big Bear Lake, California. I help people buy, sell, and invest in mountain homes. But I am also a full-time resident, a mom, and someone who really experiences what it's like to live in a tourist town every single day. People often ask me what it's really like living where everybody else goes to vacation. So today, I want to pull back the curtains and give you a real picture of what it's like to call Big Bear home. I want to give you the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Let me tell you, it's not quite the same as living in the suburbs or a big city like where I'm from. I live here in Big Bear Lake, California, a small mountain town that swells with visitors year-round and has its own unique rhythm to it. Some days it feels like the best kept secret in the world, and other days you're going to be sitting in traffic on a 2-lane mountain road wondering if you are ever going to get home and you're on the side of a mountain. Big Bear is like Lake Tahoe's little cousin, beautiful lake, ski slopes, mountain charm, but on a much smaller scale. And just like Tahoe or Park City in Utah, we rely heavily on tourism. The tourists pay the bills. They fill the restaurants. They book the Airbnbs. They keep the ski slips running. But when you actually live here, you experience both sides of it, the good, the bad, and the quirky. Let's start with the good. Living in a tourist town means that we always have something going on. Concerts, fishing tournaments, Oktoberfest, Christmas markets, you name it. When people ask, isn't it boring up there? I just laugh. I can barely keep up. My girls and I have so many more events and activities to choose from than most people in the city. And natural beauty, that never gets old. Sunrises on the lake, hiking trails that wind through the forest, fresh snow falling outside your window, being locked in during a snowstorm. These are all moments where you feel like you're living in a postcard. Now let's talk about what's different when you're not just visiting, but you're living. First, seasons don't mean what they do in a normal town. We don't just have summer, fall, winter, and spring. We have tourist seasons. Summer is the boat season. Winter is the ski season. Fall and spring are what locals call shoulder seasons. Those blessed few weeks when the crowds are gone and the town feels like it's ours again. Those are the days that you walk into your favorite coffee shop and the barista actually has time to chat with you because there aren't 45 people from Los Angeles ordering milk lattes before hitting the slope. Another big thing is you learn patience. Traffic on a holiday weekend, forget it. It's bumper to bumper from the base of the mountain all the way to the village. Locals learn all the back roads, or we just plan ahead and stay home when we know everybody's coming up. My friends in Sedona, Arizona say the same thing. Traffic jams aren't caused by commuters going to work. They're caused by tourists stopping in the middle of the road to take pictures of red rocks. It is the same thing here in Big Bear. It's people stopping to photograph the snow or to just start sledding in the middle of the street. Then there's the economy. In a tourist town, jobs revolve around visitors, restaurants, ski lifts, vacation rentals. Those things thrive because people come up for the weekend. That's great if you own a small business, but it also means that you live with the ups and downs of tourism. A bad snow year, fewer skiers. Gas prices go up, fewer road trippers. Fire or natural disasters, suddenly your quiet little town feels empty. We felt with the line fire here in Big Bear, overnight everything stopped. But here's the flip side. Living in a place where people vacation means that you never take your backyard for granted. Think about it. People save up money, they plan trips, they drive hours just to spend a weekend where I live full time. That changes your perspective. Sure, I might grumble when the line at Vaughn's wraps around the eye, but then I step outside and I see the ski slopes. And I remember why people flock here in the first place. There's also a strong sense of community in towns like this. Locals stick together. When you live in Big Bear or Mammoth or Gatlinburg, you know your neighbors because you see them at the same school fundraisers, the same trailheads, the same mom and pop restaurants. We rely on each other because living in a small tourist-driven place isn't always easy. And when a storm shuts down the roads, it's your neighbors with the snowplow who save the day, like my neighbor Mike. People in the city don't act like that. Let's talk about housing for a minute. This is a big one. In the tourist town, real estate is a little wild. A big percentage of the homes here in Big Bear are second homes or vacation rentals. That means that the market doesn't always behave like a normal market. In many ways, it feels like Park City or Tahoe rather than a small town in California. Prices are influenced not just by locals who live here, but by buyers from outside who want a slice of the mountain lifestyle. That can be tough for full-time residents trying to find housing because demand is often driven by people who only live here a few weeks out of the year. Now, you can't talk about tourist towns without talking about noise. Tourists bring life in, but they also bring noise. Parties and Airbnbs, cars rumbling through the neighborhood late at night, fireworks when they shouldn't be. You learn to live with it. Or you buy in an area that's a little off the beaten path in Big Bear, Moonridge, Big Bear or Moonridge is famous for being right by the ski slopes. Amazing for rentals, but if you want peace and quiet, you might pick Fox Farm, Big Bear City, Baldwin Lake instead. And of course, we have to talk about weather. In mountain tourist towns, weather isn't just small talk, it's an economy driver. Snow means ski season is good. Businesses are going to thrive and rentals book up. No snow means a slower economy and locals tightening their belts. Same thing in Lake Tahoe or Mammoth. The weather isn't just part of life, it is life. What I love most, though, is the balance. Living here means I can dip into the fun when I want to. Go to the village on a Saturday night, take the kids to Oktoberfest, or paddleboarding on the lake in July. But I can also pull back and enjoy the peace of a quiet trail or a night by a fireplace once the crowds go home. So what's it really like living in a tourist town? It's a mix of constant activity and complete stillness. It's learning to share your home with thousands of visitors and still finding your space in it. It's convenient at times, sure, but it's also deeply rewarding because when the tourists leave, when the road's clear, and when it's just you and your neighbors in the mountains, you realize you don't just live in a town. You live in a destination, and that is something that is very, very special. Again, I'm Rachel with Remax in Big Bear, also a local in Big Bear Lake Mountains, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.